Ass kicked by any team in the NBA. That's just what's our record?
One game under 500 is what we've seen.
Under 500?
One game under 500.
Yeah, what, 24, 25? That's where we are.
Last question.
Brian, you guys are currently staying on the road for the next couple of games. Big matchup against Boston, big matchup against the Knicks. What will your message be to your teammate, and what can you do yourself, to get back on the winning side of things?
I don't have any message for my teammates. Just go out and do your job.
Thanks,
I'm not there. Appreciate it.
Welcome to Raw Sports TV 23. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Now, the LA Lakers, who are currently sitting 24 and 25, ninth in the West, they fluctuate from 9, 10, 11, coming off back-to-back losses against the Houston Rockets and the Atlanta Hawks, where they were blown out 20 points or more. LeBron James, after the game, sends out a cryptic tweet over the internet with an hourglass, basically saying time is running out and he wants the Lakers to make some trades. He wants Rob Pelinka to do something. Now, with that being said, I'm kind of sick of this narrative. I'm kind of sick of the whole thing that he doesn't have enough help, because guess what? Before the season start, they said
they've been doing over the last 2 months. I had them going to the NBA Finals.
They are currently the favorites among the Western Conference teams, and they are second only to the Celtics.
Lakers winning the West, winning the title, and then that GOAT debate that we were having before, that's over then.
We can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. And somebody if we stay healthy, Lakers stay healthy, somebody gonna catch hell beating us 4 times in 7 games.
Well,
before the season, they were the favorites to win. I mean, they picked up Taurean Prince, Christian Wood, they picked up Cam Reddish, they re-signed Austin Reeves, and the media literally hyped them up, said they made good moves. These moves should take them to the NBA Finals because they made the Western Conference Finals last season. But now, all of a sudden, LeBron doesn't have enough help, and he needs DeJounte Murray or Zach LaVine. It's the same narrative every year. He sits out before the All-Star break and demands a trade. And what's crazy about it, Rob Pelinka has done a great job giving him the players that he needs. He surrounded him with the talent. But yes, everybody's fault except LeBron James. He throws his team under the bus. Check this out.
and we're not good enough.
Now, all of a sudden, according to Mike Wilbon, they're not good enough. ESPN, they are retracting everything. And that's what I don't like about the whole LeBron James media. They make excuses for him. He throws his teammates under the bus. He never says anything about him not getting back on defense. He never says anything about him missing free throws, his turnovers. It's always the teammates. But they surrounded him with Westbrook. They surrounded him with Anthony Davis. They gave him Carmelo Anthony. They gave him everything that he needed to win in LA. And I don't want to hear the excuses, because Westbrook, top 75 player all time. Anthony Davis, top 75 player all time. Carmelo Anthony, future Hall of Famer. Malik Monk, assassin off the bench. They gave him all these players, and he just didn't perform good with them. The man had Lonnie Walker on his team, who's been balling in Brooklyn. I mean, what else could you ask for? I mean, Jordan never had this much help. Jordan never had this much power of just trading teammates around. He wanted to prove that he was the best player on the team, and he won with what they gave him.
They really need to pull They can't. They really need to pull a Milwaukee Bucks move, because Darvin Ham has lost the locker room. When you watch the body language of LeBron James and you watch the body language of Anthony Davis, it tells it all.
Now here we go again. It's the coach's fault. It's Frank Vogel's fault. It's Luke Walton's fault. It's now Darvin Ham's fault, even though they just won the in-season tournament with Darvin Ham. So you understand what I'm saying? That it can't be everybody else's fault and not be LeBron's fault when they cater to LeBron and make everything about him. Darvin Ham was the coach of his choice because he didn't like Frank Vogel, even though Frank Vogel won with them in the bubble. I mean, when are we going to get tired of the WWE entertainment that's going on in the Los Angeles Lakers arena in their organization. It's sickening. I mean, from the discrepancy in the free throws that they're getting just to keep them over the hump, just because you got LeBron James on the team. And now you want to make everything about him, and you want to draft Bronny, which is another video to have him play with Bronny when he's not even ready to play with Bronny James. But I will give Kendrick Perkins this. He did say at the end of the video that also LeBron has to take responsibility for the times that he does not get back on defense.
Minded group out there right now, and they're getting their butt kicked. Like, I mean, Malika, that highlight that you showed of LeBron with the chase down block.
Yeah, that was bad.
And no one is
And
around.
demoralized.
That's effort.
Right.
Yeah,
that
but-
speaks to
but-
what you're talking about, Perk, in terms of the effort and connecting this.
Yeah, but we also could
believe
pull
on
up,
this team.
But we also could pull up some clips where LeBron wasn't getting back in
That's right.
transition as well. And so the old soul in me, now we all was old enough to hear this line or came up under this line. You play with fire, you go get.